Good to be seen, my brother. It's good to be seen. This microphone is going to mess with me, so we're going to do
That's
this.
all right. Okay, there we go.
Do
Let's
that right
switch
there.
that one around.
Brother, you know what, folks? It is good to be back in the studio, in his house, from the little short road trip, not even west. It's not even Kearney. I mean, it's west of Lincoln, of course, but it blows me away when people in the eastern part that really go past York say, man, you're way out there. You'll be like in Grand Island, Kearney or something like that. But I was in York, speaking for the York Dukes on Monday. Big shout out to YPS, yes. York Public Schools. Had a great time. Superintendent Mitch Bartholomew, I appreciate you, brother. My main man, Brian Tonages, I got to see BT for the first time in a long time. He was a former superintendent and principal at a number of schools. He's at the bank now out there in York. Also got to see my boy, Brian Grayheeler. And Brian is the principal at the high school. But I spoke for all the staff in each one of the schools. It was 4 talks on Monday. Oof. 1 talk yesterday for BASF.
Okay.
You know what BASF is?
I do not.
It's a chemical and crop protection company. They were the chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, and all that stuff. There was this one guy up there giving a demonstration on one of their new products, brother. And I was texting my brother-in-law, Bart Beatty. I had no idea what this dude was talking about. There was a term, I'm looking for it now, Swim, it cracked me up, man, because he was up there explaining it. And it was called cyst nematodes. You know what a cyst nematode is?
I could not tell you anything.
Me either. But it cost farmers $1.1 billion in losses if they get
Is it some type of worm or pest or insect?
Yeah, it's like a pest.
Okay.
And
because I know what a nematode is.
I have no idea.
It's a little worm.
Little small worm.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a small worm.
It's probably part of the same family.
I would imagine that it can get into the dirt and it can destroy the root of the crop.
It's the number 1 pathogen.
Really?
I learned something yesterday, man.
What's it called?
It's called a cyst, C-Y-S-T.
Yep.
Nematode, Nematode.
There it is. Soybean.
Yep.
Soybean cyst nematode.
Cyst nematode.
There it is. Species of nematode, an agricultural pest notable for being the most damaging to soy crop yields in the United States. Targeting the root.
Yes. 1.1 billion in losses is what it costs agriculture every year. Nick.
Wow.
Something that small can just run through your crops and destroy it pretty good.
Yeah.
Man. So spoke for the BASF yesterday. Saw one of my former Husker teammates, former cornerback, Mike Hines. He was number 40 and also number 25 back in the early 90s, man. He's with Simplot, but it was cool to see Mike in the audience yesterday. That dude laid some licks on me, man. They're like, oh, he's such a nice guy. I'm like, you ain't seen him with a helmet on.
Yeah. Well, geez, you came in and laid a lick on Bill. I mean, you kind of hit him hard from behind. You blindsided him.
I just hugged him a little bit.
Yeah, I saw Bill's life flash before his eyes on the other side. His eyes when you came from behind, his eyes went. They got big. They got big. It startled him. I
wanted to give him some love. I ain't seen him in a while.
Yeah, it startled him, and I felt bad. I was worried, and Bill was like, "Oh, you got to be careful. I'm old."
Well, I forgot his back issue, so I didn't. That's why I purposely don't grab someone like to squeeze him, because when Toby Wright broke my ribs last year,
that's right. I forgot about that.
He picked me up and set me down. I'm like, you know what? Something ain't right, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking of ribs, speaking of bodies. We're going to get back on the push-up train.
We are today.
Because you took about 2 days off.
Yeah, I've taken since
I've been. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, I've taken 2 days off because you weren't here to witness.
You got how many left?
I got 305 left.
305 left.
305.
305 left.
So I'm gonna knock out 100 a day. Now the problem is I'm in nicer clothes today, so it's my range of motion might be a little more.
We can just skin that top off.
I cannot. No, I cannot.
Why not?
Because we're not going to go shirtless in the studio.
No,
we're at a place of work.
I'm talking about your quarter zip.
Yeah,
not butt in the buff,
I thought you meant the polo, and I was like, no, we're not going to go shirtless in the studio.
We got to get down like that, dog.
No.
I mean, just take the nice little quarter. In fact, I told you I want that one. That's a very nice.
Well, you can buy it at your local Under Armour outlet. So,
is that where you got that at?
This is this is just Under Armour.
No, I stay away from that place. Swim,
you got 50% off everything.
Don't do it, man. Don't do that to me. 305 left. Nick, there's a lot we got to catch up on. A lot going on in the news. We're not going to bury the lead. We'll talk about that. Coach Eckler is officially the special teams coach for USC. We're going to dive deep in that. And also some questions for you regarding that. So I'm going to throw those out there, of course, 402-464-5685. Austin Orman, I just want to give Austin a shout out. Austin, when he does the intro, I was listening to him yesterday coming back in town, And I'm like how he says that if you want to be part of the show today,
100%.
and I like how, Allison, big shout out to you, man. I'm always learning something from each one of you guys that do the shows. You know, Nick, you literally taught me how to do an agenda.
But yeah, partially. A lot of it's you got to find out what works for you too.
Yeah, but I didn't. But you think about, I came in this thing cold. I didn't know anything about radio. Only time I did radio before I spoke at an event, I'd go on the radio and talk about what I was going to talk about, basically.
Yeah.
But you guys have all, I learned something from you guys all the time. So AO, I appreciate that. So if you want to be part of the show, 402-464-5685, anytime you'd like. Here's some on-air questions I want you to think about. Okay, that you type in whatever you want. Was this the most dramatic one-year assistant impact Nebraska's had under Rule? Was this the most dramatic one-year assistant impact Nebraska's had under Rule? Does this reinforce how critical special teams are in today's game? Or can Nebraska sustain this level without Ekeler? Or is there going to be a drop-off coming? I want you to think about those, chew on those, because, Nick, I know you got a lot to say, and I want to hear what you got to say. I'm really excited for that, to dive into that. Of course, we'll discuss Nebraska takes on Washington tonight at 8 p.m. I am going to that game.
No.
Yes.
No, you're not.
My good friend Ben Pankin, and he asked me, I think he's got floor seats. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I don't ever want to hear it. I don't ever want to hear it again.
What? What? As Little John, what?
I have been very fortunate to receive tickets in my time.
You always got tickets.
Very fortunate. I've never sat on the floor.
Swim. Yes, you have.
I've never
There's a picture of you with a beer in your hand on the floor.
That was during, time out. That was not, people remember that was for
We're listening.
It wasn't the Crown tournament. It was the in-season tournament that Nebraska hosted, but Nebraska was in charge of selling tickets.
Did you sit on the floor?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. That's a yes or no question.
Against the
it does not matter, Nick.
Against Queens University.
You've sat on the floor. I didn't say
Wait,
it a Big Ten opponent.
Hold on.
This opponent? No. Did you sit on the floor?
I sat on the floor.
Yes or no, Mr. Sainer?
I did.
You can't handle the truth.
Hold on, listen. I sat on the floor for Mississippi State and Drake. It wasn't even a Nebraska team.
You saw Drake on the floor?
No. The Drake Bulldogs.
Wants and needs?
Yeah, Drake Bulldogs. That's who I said.
Did you sit on the floor, Swim?
I had to get up
Text
for the Nebraska game.
464-5685. It's either yes or no question. Did you sit on the floor, Nicholas Blank Sainer?
I did after.
That's
I did for a non-Nebraska game.
That's all that matters. So I'm sitting on the floor or somewhere near there. At least that's where sick is. Where I honestly don't have an idea, but that's where, you know what? I could be in the nosebleed for all I know.
You're not in the nosebleed. Look, you were trying not to smile. You're like, I could be in the nosebleed.
You would be proud of me, though, because when he asked me last week, I was looking at this week's schedule. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm going to be gone Monday night. I'm going to be gone. Get on Tuesday evening. You know, Wednesday, I would like to just chill and watch it on TV. The game's at 8 o'clock.
It is.
And then I said, AD, yellow.
Yeah. How's this going to affect your 3:30 wake up tomorrow?
That's interesting you said that, because I was thinking about that this morning when I got up at 3:30. I'm like, man, I feel good. But I'm like, ooh, tomorrow. But you know what? Monday night, I was up late because of the game.
Sure.
And I still got up in Kearney at 3:30. The coffee maker was dripping like a sundial, you know, so I almost went to sleep waiting for the coffee to get ready. It's going to be interesting tomorrow. My goal is to get home. The game, how long do you think we'll lay out? 10:30?
Yeah. I would say 10:05. I bet it gets over about 10.
So puts me home at 10:45 with traffic.
That is right. Yes.
I'm going to play it by ear.
It's going to be close.
I'll play it by ear.
As long as you're here by 9, that's all we care about.
I'll play it by ear.
You'll be here by 9.
We'll play it, but we'll see what happens. Swim, you know, of course, we got history. Then at 10, we're going to deep dive. Nick had a great topic for the 10 o'clock hour. Nick, when you sent this to me, I appreciate this too, man, because I didn't want to go over, you know, regurgitate what you and Jake talked about. And big shout out to Jake Bachov, and thanks for filling in for me yesterday, man. I didn't get a chance to listen to you guys because I was occupied with the clients. But we're going to talk about the 16 or 2014 playoff too, what that would look like. How satisfied were you with this year's 12-team playoff and what that looked like as well? So we got a lot. Of course, we'll talk about Husker hoops at 10 o'clock, a lot to break down there in Nebraska as they pursue 19-0. Nick, your initial thoughts on Ekeler? I know at the 9:30 hour, we're going to talk more in depth, but just your initial thoughts on it.
Well, I think a lot of it is it's been such a weird process because, I mean, Bill Sipp and I talked about it this morning. It's been such a bizarre process because you had it where you have been expecting and just kind of waiting for the shoe to officially drop. that Mike Eckler was not going to be at Nebraska in 2027 or 2026, excuse me. And you just kind of were sitting around waiting for the news to fall out. And finally it does yesterday afternoon. And it feels like this is the direction that you've been trending for a couple of weeks now, right? And we can go back and forth, and I know we will at some point, about the reason. What do we think was the biggest reason why? What do we think was the main reason why Mike Eckler decided that he didn't want to be here, especially if Matt Rule did offer him an extension in the middle of the season, right? How much did the new defensive coordinator and defensive coaches play into this conversation?
That's a good point.
There's a lot of different potential angles, but ultimately it is unfortunate. I think this is a loss for Nebraska. I think it's a loss from a potential recruiting standpoint. I think it's a loss from an energy and notable coach standpoint on the sideline. More than likely you're going to hire from within, and that's okay. But Josh Martin seems to be the name that's being floated out there the most to get elevated to special teams coordinator. And looking at it from a factual standpoint, there's nowhere he just doesn't have near the resume that Mike Eckler does. And you have to get your start somewhere, and I'm all for that. However, Nebraska can't be in the business of being a job where guys go to start. It needs to start becoming a job and going back to a job to where guys want to show up, stay a while, and compete for titles.
So my initial thoughts, and we'll dive a lot deeper when we come back, but my initial thoughts, once there was silence from Eckler and there was nothing being said, you know it's not good. And what I mean as not good is him not coming back. If it's not true, or if he is coming back, you're going to squelch that fairly quickly because of recruiting, portal people, et cetera, what's going on. You're going to squelch it quick.
Yeah.
There was nothing said by Mikey. And so, at that point, the handwriting was on the wall. You heard the whispers, et cetera. But the most important thing, there was nothing said by Mike himself.
Yeah.
And I wish Mike the best. Mike is a good dude. We can go into this guy should have done this guy could have done that. But the reality is Mike Eckler is no longer here. In swim, I personally think it's a blow. It's a blow to your squad. It's a blow to the chemistry. Again, swim, it goes back to what I said last week. Instability cannot bring stability. I know that's a no brainer, statement, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You cannot build stability with so much instability going on. However, is there a blueprint there? Yes. But Nick, here's the reality. You're a good cook. You can throw down a little bit in the kitchen. Would you say that?
Yeah.
I dabble. I'm not a very good cook if it's anything outside breakfast.
Yeah.
Now, you could give me the recipe. We can leave the blueprint for the special teams. But I still can't cook it the way you cook it.
It's a different voice.
It's a different voice.
leader.
It's a different leader. It's a different voice. It's maybe the terminology is the same. But Swim, we've all had teachers that all taught English when we were growing up. Some English teachers are better than others. So I'm not saying they're not going to learn the language, the schematics, et cetera, wasn't passed down. And obviously, I hope that Martin, who had some background, we talked about he was at Arizona State not last year, but we talked about this last week. He was at Arizona State from 2014 to 2017. He was at SMU for a period from 2018 to 2021. So I get that. But still, this guy took you from rated number 100 into the top 10 in one calendar year. Not even in a year, in one season he did that. So it's hard. Listen, even if you just looked at the numbers, it's hard to duplicate that. I'm not saying they can't. I'm simply saying it's hard to duplicate that.
This is a conversation. This is an interesting angle to it. That maybe we can dive deeper into it in the next segment. Unnamed texter chimes in and says Eckler doesn't know where he wants to be. He hasn't stayed anywhere for a significant amount of time. I understand that people can look at his past and go, okay, this guy just hops from job to job. There's been instances, and I'm not trying to get on the airwaves and be like the ultimate defender of Mike Eckler. That's just not what I'm trying to do. I think there are two sides to every story, though. And on one hand, I can understand why people view it as he's just going from job to job to job. But you also have to remember there was a time where he was on the Lane Kiffin staff that got fired mid-season, and so that gives him a reason to move on from USC. There's been times where he was co-defensive coordinator, then moved up to North Texas and became the defensive coordinator at North Texas. So I think that there's, on the surface, it's very easy to sit there and say, well, he just goes from job to job to job. Now, if he goes to USC here and there's a linebackers coach tag with special teams coordinator or something to that effect, then I think you can understand why he moves on and leaves. I think it's going to be a bigger indication and a bigger flashing light if he moves on to USC and it's just to be the special teams coordinator. I think that's a larger indictment on maybe stuff that's going on at Nebraska, because on the other side of that coin, where we can say that Eckler is job hopping, on the other side of that coin, you can sit here and say that, okay, let's go down the list of full-time coaches and coordinators that now in just a few short years, Nebraska has had to either replace, move on from for various reasons, or just missed on. And I'm talking, I mean, you can go, Tony White left on his own accord. Evan Cooper left for other reasons. Terrence Knighton left on his own accord. Marcus Satterfield, you misidentified him dramatically as the offensive coordinator. Ed Foley, you did not hit well on. Garrett McGuire is one that you had to move on from, even going back to the first year. And reasons out of Matt Rule's control. Bob Wager is one that you just had to move on from.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot there that now Nebraska's had to have change at who is the voice in the room. And as you said it, AD best, instability cannot provide and bring on stability. And with all that being said, I think that there's, once again, two sides to every story.
Nick, I'm glad you bring that part up. There's always two sides to every story. No way am I going to say, well, you know, I know this for sure. I know this for sure, because at the end of the day, none of us were in the room with him and Eck when they discussed, whether it was in person or on the phone. Obviously, there was a different of philosophies as far as where he should be or not be. We don't know that. You know, like I said, we do know that there were he had aspirations to coach more than special teams as well. So we'll get into the text message as well and discuss it.
Here is this from Matt Zenitz of CBS Sports, who's kind of been on this. He just tweeted this out actually a couple of minutes ago, about an hour ago, actually. It says, update to the Mike Eckler conversation. In addition to coaching special teams, Eckler is also expected to be assistant head coach and linebackers coach for USC. So a couple of additional titles and responsibilities there for Mike Eckler.
Yeah, and it goes what I just said, what you've just said, more responsibilities, and we're going to get more into our opinions. And again, I just like to reiterate, my opinion is my opinion, you know, and so I'm not going to go on the rabbit hole of saying, well, this guy needs to do this guy needs to do this. I will say one thing vehemently that you need to do: stop switching up coaches so much.
Yeah.
You know, you just can't build a program. You can't build a nucleus with that.
It's hard because, like, AD, so in your to response to that point of, you know, you stop switching coaches so much, you have to know when to fire guys, right? And I think that there's been times where Nebraska has, rightfully so, Nebraska needed to make a change at offensive coordinator a couple of years ago, right? Nebraska needed to make a change at special teams coordinator going into last season. Nebraska probably needed to do something different with defense going into this next season. But then on top of that, AD, you know how you avoid that is you bring in the correct people to begin with.
Yeah.
That's where, like, we can't get mad. I don't get mad necessarily or frustrated with Nebraska's decision to fire guys, right? It's more so the decision to hire them, because you have to prove at this level, it's in a results driven business, you have to prove that you can identify the right people to come in and do the job to the best of their abilities. And that's an area that I think Nebraska struggled at. If Nebraska and Matt Rule in going into to replace Tony White brings in somebody that could actually have ran the defense and blended well with the other coaches, and for whatever reason it didn't work out with John Butler, but the truth of the matter is you brought in John Butler and it didn't work out. So now you question the hire and you question why you viewed it as the right decision to bring him in as defense coordinator and elevate him. That's where I kind of sit here and go, okay, well, hold on now. It's not as much for me the decision to fire guys. It's the decision to hire guys for their selected roles.
Folks, we're going to talk about this more on the back end when we come back. A lot, again, Mike Ekeler has officially accepted the job at USC, special teams coach, assistant head coach, and also you mentioned linebackers as well. Working with linebackers, is that correct, Swim?
Yes.
I want to make sure I got that correct.
According to Matt Zenitz of CBS Sports, it appears that he will be named associate head coach, linebackers coach, and special teams coordinator.
Swim, I don't know if this is a good idea that I'm already getting a text from United Airlines about a flight for Sunday.
Oh, no. That's not great.
I'm like, what?
That is not good.
What?
That is not good.
Hey, you only can do what you got to do. It is what it is. Folks, we come back on the other side. Again, text in if you'd like to join the show, 402-464-5685. Give us your opinions, your thoughts. We like to talk about it. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in January. Try their hot chocolate latte, cookie croissants, and special winter flavor hot cocoa cream cheese on any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
At Anderson Ford, we have commission-free guides who are paid to give you a great experience, not make a sale, so you can choose the best vehicle for you. Right now at Anderson Ford, lease a 2025 Ford Escape for $222 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 4003618. Lease for $222 per month for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 5,000 plus first payment due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 2/2/26.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
If you're tired of the dieting circuit paradox but still want to look, feel, and perform better, you need to get to Nutrition Authority and ask about our nutrition coaching featuring LifeBase. LifeBase takes the complex world of nutrition and makes it simple with real results that last. Stop in to learn more or check us out on mynutritionauthority.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Go Hog Wild Pet Barbecue.
Hog Wild has
has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender hog wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheartston. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with the bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G13885 and G16518. 2,500 down with proof credit.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday. What?
Little bit of breaking news, AD.
What?
I saw during the break that Millard South High School is going to have a new quarterback next year. Obviously, Jet Tamala is graduated and off to Tuscaloosa. Mm-hmm. But a familiar name to a lot of Husker fans will be quarterbacking the Millard South offense next year. Trey Taylor is transferring from his high school.
What?
Yeah, Trey Taylor is transferring from his high school in Illinois to play at Millard South High School next year. Obviously, the 4-star quarterback commit for the Huskers. Very, very accessible on social media. But Trey Taylor is going to... GBR captain on our YouTube stream says, I need to start renting my house to the families of Millard South football recruits.
Swim, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. So he will be playing in Nebraska high school football in the state of Nebraska next year. There you have it. Trey Taylor will be a Millard South Patriot next season.
I don't even know how to respond to that, dude.
Yep. There you go.
Not good or bad. I'm just
it's an exciting thing for the state. Like, I mean, it's an exciting thing for
that.
It's an exciting thing for high school football in the state of Nebraska.
Nick,
if you're a Millard South fan, you're thrilled because you just got a 4-star commit.
If you're the
a 4-star. I feel weird saying recruit. 4-star college recruit. There you go. The Metro, all the guys are like, well, dang. So
we're gonna have to talk about that too. We're gonna have to definitely we're gonna stuff that in the 10 o'clock hour. We're gonna talk about playoffs. We got to talk about that. Nick, make that announcement again to those who may.
Yeah. So once again, 4-star quarterback commit for Nebraska football, Trey Taylor is officially. He made the announcement this morning that he is transferring to Millard South High School. So from Carmen High School in Illinois, where he was recruited from, he is now transferring from there to Millard South High School in Omaha. It's too bad he couldn't have gone to like Lincoln Southwest or like Pius or, somewhere like somewhere that's in Lincoln, but he goes to Millard South. It's been a long time since a Lincoln, a capital city school, was in the state championship game, and could have been in Lincoln. But nope.
I need some time to process that.
That's okay.
That is text line. Let us know your thoughts on that as well. The 2027 commit Trey Taylor is transferring to Millard South.
Yep. So he is obviously has been a very vocal piece of Nebraska's recruiting efforts.
Wow.
In terms of being here, he visited almost every weekend, unofficially when he was in Chicago, in Illinois, traveling to Lincoln, and kind of trying to peer recruit for that 2027 class. But here he is. So
that it just shows you, Swim, where these are not the college. Nick, this is not the high school days you grew up with.
No.
Let alone mine, 30 plus years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It just seems crazy, man.
Yeah.
Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Jack can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Swim, I'm having a hard time processing that, man.
Yep. So we'll move on. That's fun. I just thought, it's going to be fun. I think, it'll be, Millard South has been a farm for talent in the state of Nebraska. They've had, double-digit guys go to college the last 2 years and play football. Obviously, they've won the state championship. They dominated the state championship this past fall in November. I got to see it firsthand. But you just look at some of the guys that they moved on and they're going to have to replace going into next year. Is obviously Jet Tamala, the signal caller, Nelson Wheeler, the running back who's going to Illinois, and Marion Jackson, who's going to Penn State, correct? Or is he still at Iowa State? Or is he in the portal? Marion Jackson?
No, I just texted him this morning. He's at Penn State.
He's at Penn State. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Publicly?
What's that?
Publicly?
Publicly read this?
No, I'm saying, is he publicly at Penn State?
Oh, yeah, he's officially
okay,
signed.
good. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah, I would never mention if not.
So he's at Penn State.
At Penn State.
Yeah, so you have
back and forth with him this morning.
So just in those 3 guys, you have 3 Big Ten Power 4 recruits in Tamala, Wheeler, and Amarion. And so it's been a farm and been a resource for talent. It's been fun to watch from a high school level. It's provided, unfortunately, a lot of blowouts at the high school level. But you know what? If you can win, nobody's going to ever discredit Millard South for doing their best to win. And so ultimately, when it's all said and done, Trey Taylor will be a Millard South Patriot next fall for 1 season. Just imagine you're just walking the halls and this guy just shows up and he's a 4-star quarterback commit to Nebraska. It's also funny. I don't know what the rule is. I believe it's an NSAA rule. Maybe somebody on the text line will let me know. I'm 90% sure it's an NSAA rule where you have to be enrolled in that school for 90 days ahead. I'd be curious to see if he's joining at the semester.
He would have to be eligible. He couldn't start in the fall and be eligible
unless they do a little bending of the rules.
What is this bending you speak of?
yeah. What is this?
Yeah,
from the
I know exactly
two-time defending state champion. What do it's weird.
Dude,
it's interesting.
I don't know. I'm really indifferent about it. Text line, let me know your thoughts on it.
Big Ty says this. So are they paying him? Because you can earn NIL and pieces like that in high school. Big Ty, he goes, why would you move? And we've had that reaction quite a bit. I would say there are benefits, I think, for Nebraska to have him. Not only can, as your quarterback of the 2027 class, you can have him essentially just be down here every single weekend that you have a home game. You can essentially have him help you peer recruit for 2027 and beyond in person. I think also you can have it to where it's easier to monitor. Like Nebraska coaches are going to be able to go out and visit him often and stuff. And not that like there's concern about not monitoring Trey Taylor. It's just this is your quarterback of the 2027 class and beyond. And so you're able to keep closer tabs on him, I suppose. So that place will be busy next year. I don't know what Millard South. I have not done Millard South football prep yet this year for 2026, but I'm curious what their schedule is. For
I got a buddy, and I'm not gonna. I mean, he made it. They made it public in some areas, but I don't feel at liberty to do. I mean, like he wouldn't worry about. He wouldn't care. But still, there's a kid that's here that's going to Millard South next year.
Oh, hello,
Dale. I'm with you, Dale. Good morning. This is a lot to process.
Yeah.
Swim.
It's interesting.
Swim, did you ever think we'd be in a time? We're not even going to talk about on the collegiate level. That's a whole lot to process. Did you ever think we'd be in a time where you would have kids moving out of state that were recruits to go to a school that's local?
And not in this situation. Not in this situation. I understand. I think I understand it more. I mean, Dylan Raiola did it where he transferred from the high school in Chandler High School in Arizona to Buford in Georgia.
There was a lot of transfers.
I mean, he had 4. But still, like, I don't know if this is rare. It's
he
more
didn't go to the school but he didn't.
That's the point. That's the part that's interesting to me is like you're transfer. I'm not knocking it at all. Like I'm as somebody that's gonna get to watch it. Like I'm interested. I'm intrigued. It's funny though because you're moving to the place that you're gonna eventually move into for college.
BB analyst, he goes, love it that he's coming to Nebraska to play his last year of high school, shows commitment to the Huskers. But Millard South, come on, bruh. Come to Lincoln School and prove you actually elevated.
That's what I'm
Not a bad point, BBQ analyst.
That's the one I'm sad about. Like, I wish he could have come to a Lincoln school. It's trying to be picky, I know. But like,
it's gonna be fun to watch him.
He could be living in Lincoln.
Swim, here's what I'm gonna say though. And I don't want to rain on anybody's parade. Until a recruit is on campus.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Swim, I don't trust any of it.
Well, yeah.
Until a recruit is signed in here. Even after he get here, look at your boy at Washington. Look at the quarterback at Duke right now. They're going to sue the guy. He's not signed. He was committed.
That's crazy.
Williams signed a contract for $4 million. I'm hitting the portal. That's why I just don't trust anything anymore when it comes to this stuff, man.
I understand.
He could come here. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen by any stretch, but Swim, until I see them run out the tunnel with an N on their helmet for that year. And they notice what I said, that year, that's when they're a Husker in my book.
Yeah.
Because there's too many ways for people to slip out of town. That's just me.
It's crazy.
I'm scarred.
A little bit of breaking news.
Scarred. We come back, we'll talk history. Can you imagine the coach at his high school? What?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Swim, there's so much to discuss. We'll come back with some history. It's The Drive.
If you're tired of the dieting circuit paradox but still want to look, feel, and perform better, you need to get to Nutrition Authority and ask about our nutrition coaching featuring LifeBase. LifeBase takes a complex world of nutrition and makes it simple with real results that last. Stop in to learn more or check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket. And top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with the bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G138852 and G16518. 2,500 down with proof credit.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and it will be windy. An afternoon high near 47. Tonight, increasing cloud cover with a light breeze, a low around 17. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly cloudy skies, be breezy and cooler, the high near 35. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying, let's sit around the table, let's drop some plans, let's put numbers together, let's get a budget put together, and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
back. Nick, share the news in case they're just joining us.
Trey Taylor transferring to Millard South High School. Somebody on the text line, no, your Captain Cody on the YouTube stream said Trey Taylor at Lincoln Southeast would have been dope.
Yeah.
That'd been cool. There you have it.
So I'm still trying to just process all this, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's breaking news. There you go.
It's going to be interesting to hear and to read the metro area with this news, man.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. It's going to be very interesting to read the room of the metro with this with this news that we just got. Very interesting. Very interesting.
What do you got for history today?
History in 2011. One of the most prolific running backs commits to Nebraska. When commitments meant something, Nick.
Yes.
15 years ago now. I'm still thinking 2025. 15 years ago, a young man that would go on and enter his name in the hollowed history books of Nebraska football, Amir Abdullah out of Alabama commits to the Huskers, man. Did it around Christmas time. He asked around Christmas where he thought he'd end up playing. He said Nebraska wouldn't have come up.
Wow.
It was at the time Nebraska's offensive coordinator, running backs coach, did some offensive coordinator as well. Tim Beck made that commitment. Coach Brown was also key on that. One thing about Amir that he would do in his dorm room, he had a bench press in there.
You did.
You heard the story, didn't you?
I have.
And Coach Brown was like, "What are you doing?" He would bench press 225 in his room in the evenings.
Yep.
And I remember the run he had was against Georgia. No, was it
McNeese
State. I was actually sitting in one of our buddies' suites that teased you about Shields. Think about it. How far is Shields from here? Get her done.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And I remember me and him were going nuts because it was like we're about to freaking lose to McNeese State.
Yeah. I was at a Bass Pro Shops in Kansas City.
Bass Pro Shops.
I was watching it on my phone.
Look at that little swimmy.
Yeah.
Look at that little. You would have been what, 10?
What was the year where this have been?
14 years ago?
I would have been 10.
No, 15 years ago.
It was when he committed.
But when he committed, though.
Yeah, I would have been 10.
Oh, you mean the game that you were watching?
The game was in 2014, so I was 13.
13. Gosh,
yeah.
Look at you.
What was I doing at that time?
Little bib on swim.
Well, the reason I was at a Bass Pro Shops in Kansas City was because that Sunday the Chiefs played the Los Angeles Chargers, at the time the San Diego Chargers, and I went to that game every year.
Nick, for your childhood, do you remember most things because you're such a sports fanatic based on MLB, NFL, or NBA?
Oh yeah, I usually that's how I like date things.
Mm-hmm. That's your history.
Yeah. Cubs won the World Series in 2016. Rudy's shaking his head at me.
Look at who won the Super Bowl in 2016.
Couldn't tell you.
I couldn't either. Text line, who won the Super Bowl?
Denver Broncos were 2018.
It probably been the Patriots.
Wait, was 2016 or 2018 was the Peyton Manning Denver Broncos year? I just can't remember which one.
Yeah, that's right.
So, AD, speaking of NFL football, guess what happened on this day in 1992? It's directly connected with you.
This day in 1992.
On this day in 1992.
Was it Frazier?
No. Bill Cowher, excuse me.
Well, how's that related to me?
Became the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, I thought you meant like Nebraska related, football related.
No, sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
Bill Cowher.
It's
the second head coach of all time.
Second head coach, man, which is just nuts. And they're narrowing in. We'll talk about some of that tomorrow, too. They're narrowing in on a few guys that got second interviews, etc. It's going to be interesting to see what goes down. And Nick, tomorrow we'll discuss NFL in depth because I want to get your take. Because remember, I was sharing this. I think I was sharing it with you that I was worried about the Bills coach. I remember we were talking
Sean
about
McDermott.
Sean,
yeah.
I remember I told you I'm worried if he loses that job. And not that it doesn't. I mean, it happens all the time. But I was shocked, but not surprised at all. So we'll discuss that tomorrow as well. Folks, when we come back, we're going to dig more into the Trey Taylor news as he makes as the announcement came out via on X, formerly as Twitter, that he is transferring from Mount Carmel there in Illinois to Millard South.
Patriots.
The Patriots.
We also got a Husker basketball game to talk about.
Yes, we do. We're going to talk about it a lot as they pursue 19 as they welcome the Washington Huskies tonight, 8 p.m. Is it 8 o'clock or 8:07 or 8:04, 8:03?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tip
That's
off.
fine.
It'll be on the Big Ten Network.
It doesn't matter
Swim-
for you. You won't have to worry about TV
Swim
times.
will be in a suite.
I
somewhere,
will be in the media
having
section.
beverages and all sorts of
I will be
charcuterie.
I will be in the media section.
As the word of Dave Chappelle, cheeses I've never seen before. He'll be having cheeses.
I can't wait to see you at
Dips.
midcourt. I cannot wait to see you at midcourt in a sweatsuit. You're gonna wear a sweatsuit.
Probably we gotta dress comfy, man. Might wear my onesie, man, so I can go to bed.
You,
right when I
you
get
might
home.
wear you might want to wear jeans and like a nice quarter zip or something, pull over, just because so that way you fit in with all the boosters and donors that you're sitting with. They're gonna come over and go, Mr. Davis, would you like to chip in for the football team? We need a new offensive lineman next year.
I'll give him.
Yeah,
I'll give
right?
him a tip.
So anyway, that would be what it is.
Folks,
Can't
we
wait.
come back. We'll discuss.
AD, did you see that play? No, the guy fell on me. I didn't see it. I felt it. Was that a foul? I don't know.
Oh, you got jokes. The guy that always sits in the suite. Oh my gosh.
I have not sat in the suite.
Yes, you have. This year. Did you forget that quick?
Creighton. Yeah, the Creighton one. Yeah.
You're doing so much.
Hold on,
You're
time
like,
out.
oh, yeah,
The
that was great.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
can I be honest? I mean, the Emeritus Club Lounge is not a suite. It's not.
Yeah, it's
really just you just have a separate bar.
Yeah, it's an entire section. It's bigger than a suite. It's like 5. I've been in there. It's like 8 suites.
Oh,
Combined.
you've been in there, huh?
Not recently.
Anyway,
if we could all be like Swim, life would be trim.
Life would be dream.
When we come back, a lot to discuss with Trey Taylor, but also we're going to hop back on Mike Eckler as well. Continue to get your thoughts. Join the show with your text. Call if you want to as well, 402-464-5685. We did not expect to receive that news regarding Trey Taylor.
You're kind of up in arms about this.
I'm really,
AG, this is really affecting you.
I just don't know how to interpret it.
I
don't know how to interpret. I do know how to interpret it. That's very obvious. He's close to home, close to where he's going to go to school.
Yeah.
It's just hard for me, an old guy.
I didn't expect this. I figured this would be like a 1-segment conversation and we'd kind of go back to our usual plan. And you're up in arms about this.
Rubber duck. AD's going to be in his PJ so he can crawl into bed after.
100%.
I might, dog. I might, rubber duck. Might do it. Swim, I'm not up in arms. It's just, all of this is just so new to me. It's new to all of us.
Yes.
It's new to all of us. And I come from such a different school.
Yeah.
You know, those of us that are 40 and older, this is just not normal. Well, Nick, even you're right. It's not normal for you, but you didn't have as long to see the former template, if you would. And so, like I said, it's just interesting to me. I will say that, just interesting. And what's also going to be interesting is to hear some of the folks in the metro area.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Here's some breaking news. Prince Will Umanmielen transferring to LSU. So there you have it. LSU is the landing spot for Prince Will Umanmielen.
Dang it. Dang it.
Could have come back.
I didn't think he could.
No, he wasn't coming
He
back.
wouldn't come back to Nebraska.
He wasn't
man.
coming
He stayed
back.
out of the DUR.
Yeah.
The dirty
He's
South.
what's the weather supposed to be like down there or down up there this weekend? 5 degrees.
He's like, what door you want me to come in? And I'm going to be there right
Yeah.
now. Right
Yeah.
now. We'll be right back. It's the Drive.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Bryant, whatever it takes.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street, online at doubleeagle.golf.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Ostrider. Watch out! Bonfisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. It is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert alongside Aaron and Davis. We are on hour 2 of the show. AD and I, during the break there, had to get a refill on coffee. AD, are you just going black coffee coffee, is that what you roll with on a daily basis?
The late rapper Heavy D say black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Okay. Is that what you got?
Black coffee, no sugar, no
Okay,
cream.
so just
That's
black
what I got,
coffee.
man. Black coffee, brother.
Nice.
Swim.
I got a little more foo-foo.
What'd you put in yours, man?
So they have the seasonal drink right now, and I'm sad because Luke made the announcement that it's about to end because it's end of seasonal drinks.
It's over now.
It's a sugar. This makes it sound really stupid. Sugar cookie latte, dude. This thing is incredible. There's like this vanilla whipped cream on top. It's really good. I don't eat breakfast, so this is all where all my calories go.
Swim. I was pissed when I got here.
Why?
I reached for my protein drink.
You forgot it.
So my stomach is doing some stuff. You know what I tell it when it makes some noise? Shut up, fat.
Shut up, fat. That's what. Yeah.
It's burning those reserves, and I got a lot of reserves with this carry-on, man.
Stop.
Swim.
I haven't done push-ups.
I ain't forgot.
We have no. You would have been like, "Are we knocking some out?"
Well,
it's okay to admit that we both forgot.
I honestly did not forget.
Oh,
a bet's a bet, which I know you're gonna pay.
I figured you would have been like, "Hey, so are we knocking out some of these?"
Well,
especially as I'm just sitting here on my phone during the commercial break.
Well, I figure I give you some leeway time, let that chest recover some more.
My chest is just fine. You want me to knock them out right now? You can talk for 25 push-ups.
No, because I need your advice. I need your insight. I need you, Swim.
Yep.
I miss your scent. I miss your smell. That'll
Same
be
thing.
enough. Remember,
Smell and scent, same
remember
thing.
Anchorman? That's what
I
he
do.
said.
Hey, have you seen The Hangover yet?
Yes, several times.
What's
Step Brothers. I have not.
Step Brothers.
I have not. Don't see why you got to bring that up, dog.
Well, you brought up movies.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bring that one up. Swim. Let's look at the numbers, man. Block kicks allowed. We're talking about Coach Eckler, who officially signed. We'll hop back on the Trey Taylor as well. In case you just joining us, Trey Taylor from Mount Carmel, Nebraska's 2027 quarterback recruit decided to go to school at Millard South.
Yeah, transferring from Mount Carmel in Illinois.
What did I
You
say?
said Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Mount
I was
Carmel
thinking
in
Nebraska.
Illinois to Millard South High School in Nebraska.
I'm just still trying to process it.
Yeah.
I'm just still trying to process it. Mike Eckler is officially a USC Men of Troy Trojan. Here's the numbers that tell the story before he got here in 2024. Swim, how many block kicks do you think we allowed in 2024?
Like 3.
7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was bad.
7.
That was really bad.
Guess how many in 2025?
0.
0. Block kicks by Nebraska, 3 blocks, tied for 9th nationally. We were blocked 7 times last 2024, 0 this year. We flipped the script, 3 blocks, tied for 9th nationally. That alone, with the field position, folks, the momentum and close game outcomes. Of course, Kenneth Williams, who's no longer here, he is with Michigan State. He's a Spartan. Fitzgerald got his attention. He is there. Kyle Cunanan, he's the Cal transfer. He was 16 of 19 on field goals. Career long was 52. Can't forget about Archie Wilson, the rugby-style punting phenom. 12 punts pinned inside the 20. 12 punts pinned inside the 20. Nick, I'm going to ask that you're going to know most likely. Text line. Without Googling, obviously it's on honor, the honor code.
Yeah.
Who was Nebraska's deep snapper
For this year?
for this past year? Who was our deep snapper?
Was it Kevin Gallick?
I told you not to say anything.
Sorry.
Dang it! Yes, it was Kevin Gallick.
Yeah.
What school did he come from?
Was it Montana State or Montana?
Starts with an M. Other part of
Missouri State. No.
North into the east.
It's not Maine.
Yes,
It's
Maine.
Maine.
It's
I-
Maine.
it's Maine.
It's Maine.
Oh, I was thinking of
You're thinking of the other guy that came here then left real quick.
Yeah.
Because after Eckler got
yeah,
hired.
after Eckler got hired. That's right.
Kevin Gallick. Most people, you know why he was never mentioned? Because he didn't mess up. And the nigga goes to the point you said clear back in June or July. Listen, you don't got to win the game for us. Just don't lose the game for us. I remember you saying that on wax. You don't have to win the games for us. Just don't lose them for us.
Just be a net zero.
Just be net zero. That's why most people, unless you're a very astute Husker fan, would not even remember Kevin Gallick because he didn't screw up. That's how you want your center. That's how you want your long snapper and your center. You don't want to know his name for the most part because they're just doing their job like the way it's supposed to be done, and you leave. Swim.
Even like Marco Ortiz 2 years ago. I mean, Nebraska has found guys that have done their job at the snapping position.
Now, we did at Jack Willis from Michigan State.
Yes.
He's one of the top specialists in the transfer portal. We were able to secure him, which is great. Swim, but you look at there's so many big picture things here as we're diving deeper. And if you'd like to give your opinion, we're going to read some of the texts that came in as well on your opinions. Again, these are our opinions.
Oh, how about this? I got something here.
More breaking news?
Add on to the Trey Taylor side of it.
Oh, boy.
Trey Taylor released a statement.
Oh.
Says this decision was not taken lightly.
Oh, boy.
Obviously, if you're just now tuning in, Trey Taylor going to be attending Millard South High School. I will be living in Lincoln, commuting to Omaha. So any chance I'm allowed in the facilities at Nebraska, I'll be there. Kind of a red shirt year at a slower pace. I don't want to miss a single recruit that comes in. None of this is possible without my coach, who he tags from Carmel Catholic High School in Illinois, and his support and him giving me the green light to go be great. And of course, thanks to my Carmel Catholic teammates, my progress was faster because of you. Thank you to the Corsairs community. So there you go. Living in Lincoln, commuting to Omaha, going to be in the facilities often.
DF, I can't say the rest of that on air.
There you go.
I can't. Swim. This is just you know where that's comes from? Which show?
It wasn't
your time.
It wasn't a very good. Is it Batman?
No.
What? Rudy's shaking his head over here too.
Rudy, you know where it comes from, don't you, Rudy? Yes or no?
Okay, never mind. Where's it come from? Where's it come from?
The Twilight Zone.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've never seen Twilight Zone.
He said Batman.
Yeah.
No, that would be like this, Bach and Rudy. Bam! Pow! Pop! It was very big on the screen.
Yes.
Swim, this is just Twilight Zone stuff to me. We're giving statements that we're trading we're going to different high schools.
I'm entering the
from
portal.
a different state.
I'm entering the portal with a do not contact
I'm
tag.
going to live in Lincoln. I'm going to commute to Omaha. I'm going to be a Millard South Patriot.
Yeah.
Swim, what's your thoughts? Talk to me. What?
Good for Nebraska. Good for Nebraska high school football. Great for the fans who are going to get to watch Trey Taylor, a future Husker, at the high school level for one season. Great for it. Great for Nebraska football from the peer recruiting aspect, because he's going to be much more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I say, concerned with giving too much and providing too much. You just got done, I don't want to say selling your soul, but essentially selling your soul for a higher profile quarterback, and it did not work out. And now in 2027, allowing him to, in his words, to take a essential redshirt year tells me two things. He is going to be the starting quarterback and has probably been told that the plan is for him to be the starting quarterback in 2027.
Now that's where I got a problem with.
But do you see where I'm coming from?
I see you're coming from. But
And-
the moment you start making promises,
I know,
man,
and
you're in trouble.
that's my point.
The moment
is-
you start making promises.
That's my point, is you just got done working with a quarterback that was I don't want to say handed, because Dylan works hard. Dylan worked hard. Dylan was a very good quarterback, but came in and was handed the world. And I worry that Nebraska's trending down another path like that.
Unknown texter 1611. Why is the Trey Taylor news announcer right now? Let's talk about him announcing it. Gets the news off MR, Matt Rule's inabilities in Eck leaving. Announcing right now, gets the spotlight off MR. Taylor plays like 3A football and has the body of an 8th grader. Dylan 2.0.
Hey, yo.
1611.
Hey,
Tell us
coming
how
out.
you really
Yeah,
feel.
tell me. Yeah, coming from the
top rope.
doldrums. Yeah.
Top rope. 1611. We're just reading. John in Southeast Lincoln. Lincoln High School football needs a shot in the arm. That dude could have played there. John. Nick wanted him at Pius.
Yeah, Pius just hired a new coach. Guys had high school experience in Arizona. No big deal.
52-53 out of
Time
Iowa.
to turn that program around.
Good morning. time to turn.
If anybody wants to donate, feel free.
You guys just got a new weight room and whole facility.
Donate to the NIL at Pius.
Did you guys get a new facility?
No.
I know there's an addition going that's being built. Like
They're
several
getting
million.
yeah. Well, we got a new scoreboard.
No, you're getting a building, an actual building.
Thanks to our great friends at the station, Sandhills Global.
Would you tell us what that building is going to be at Pius?
I don't know if it's public. I don't know.
It is public. It was in the newspaper.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
think
almost positive. That's how I found out about it because I know it's been in the news. Text line, Phil, help me out. I know it's been in the news. That's the reason why I know. I don't follow like Pius like
you
that.
pay attention to Pius. You get the bulletin?
No. Dude, I love Pius. I've been there many times.
I can't wait to clip that. That is the new open Aaron Davis. Dude, I love Pius.
Dude, I do.
I cannot wait to clip
do
that.
like Pius the 10th.
I cannot
Not
wait
as
to
much as I love my alma mater, Lincoln High.
That's staying out of there.
But I do love. I like all Lincoln public schools, man.
Good.
But my heart belongs to the Link. Once a Link, always a Link.
Don't read a couple of these because there's some secret information on some of these.
Yeah, I'm not. I read them thoroughly before I do.
Okay.
Remember when I first started?
Let's be serious.
But you taught me. You taught me how to say AD. You can't be Ron Burgundy. You have got. You see, because my thing is, I trust people too much sometimes when it comes
That
to
is
text
true.
line. In Hizzlebear, you messed it up forever.
Hizzlebear, David.
Yeah.
David is supposed to be a friend.
Swim with Eki. I just.
What if
doesn't
we
sit
see
well with
what
me,
if we
man.
see what if we see a movement of Nebraska football recruits just starting to live in Lincoln? It would be kind of funny. I don't know how the fan base will react to it.
We're living in the twilight.
But I don't know how the fan base will react to it.
Oh,
but
there
it
would
would
be some heat.
It would be kind of funny if it's just like, hey, yeah. So what Nebraska recruits playing for Coach Gatula at Lincoln Southeast? Oh, this one. How about over at Lincoln High? Who's playing for Lincoln High? That one.
Swim.
Just start working out deals to where Nebraska just gets all their 2027 recruits to move to Lincoln.
We have
you commit to Nebraska, new home in Lincoln.
You know what, Swim? Partially sponsored by Swim Inc. You should
What
partner up
in the
with a
world?
swimming pool company because your name's Swim.
I should. NIL.
Well, folks, it's
Okay. That came out of nowhere.
Eckler was originally hired from Tennessee. He February 3rd, 2025, so not even a year ago. He made $625K his lone year here. Reports are that he was offered to be either the top number one or number two highest paid special teams coordinator in the country. Swim, going to some of the texts, let me ask you this. And I want text line, I want you to chime in on this as well. We're going to get to some of these texts as well. If you were offered to be the number one or number two paid special teams coach in the country, and you still opt to leave, is that a business decision?
Well, I would,
or is it more business and a personal decision?
I think that this is, I think this is a business decision. I think maybe initially it could have been hey, I'm gonna kind of look around and potentially it started out as a personal thing, and then ultimately it changed and somewhat shifted to, all right, you know what, maybe this is the best move for me. I think Mike Eckler has fewer than 10 years of coaching left. I mean, according to him, that's what he said, is it's fewer than 10 years probably. And I think he probably looks at this, and if the report from Matt Zenitz of CBS Sports is accurate, then he's going to be the assistant head coach, linebackers coach, and special teams coordinator at LSU, which is a heck of a lot more responsibility than what he was getting at Nebraska. And I think I'm not so sure it's necessarily that Mike Eckler looks and goes, hey, I want to be a head coach somewhere. I'm not sure if it's a situation of he wants to be a defensive coordinator somewhere. I think that he has really found a groove in coaching special teams. And with that, I think he, on top of it, I just think he wants to win. I really do. I think he just wants to win. And coaches, similar to players, they want to win. And if he viewed USC as a potentially better and more successful spot than Nebraska, then so be it.
Swim, I am just going to be flat out honest, and I've said this before. I hate the move. Mike Eckler was a breath of. He wasn't a breath. He was a lightning rod of energy. And I'm going to preface it this way. And Nick, you've heard me say this. I'm not a big fan of rah-rah speakers. And I correct people. That's why nothing in my literature says motivational speaker. Motivation comes and goes, man. It's not reliable. Mike Eckler backed the energy up with intellectual ability to convey what he wanted done in special teams. When you can lift the tide of every one of your players, when you are 100th in the freaking country, and go in the top 10 in one season, in any. Now think about this person.
Nebraska did rescind it, or excuse me, did go backwards in net punting this year, but there was most of their statistics were much better,
and some of that was schematically done as well. Here's what I'm going to say though, Swim. Lost my train of thought.
That's okay.
With Eckler, I'll say this. When you have as much as a revolving door that we have had in key positions, particularly your coordinators, that's where I was going to go. On offense, it's pretty much your same 18, 19, 20 guys, 22, give or take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming in and out. Special teams is a hodgepodge of offensive, defensive players who don't practice that much together, different than your offense and defensive guys. To bring that, and I say ragamuffin in the sincerest, deepest form, to bring all the ragamuffins, and a lot of guys who play special teams are kind of crazy too. Jay Foreman plays special teams at times. Jay was nuts. Jay would hit you and knock your head off, and then say, "Sit down, fool." All right.
Yeah.
You had to be a little borderline psychotic to be on some of those teams, and there was an it factor about you. You loved contact. You loved those things. For Eckler to bring that consortium of guys together and create the sweet music he did, Swim, it's hard to duplicate that. Again, he had business decisions why he wanted to do it. Me personally, I think it was more of a personality difference between him and maybe even the defensive coaches he brought in. I'm not putting this on the defensive coaches because I'm simply saying I know you coach with guys. You want guys that you're familiar with, that know the same language, etc. But at the end of the day, a guy who can coach can coach.
Yeah, and I think that
I hate it. I just don't like it.
I mean, Matt Rule, according to Coach Rule, he offered Eckler a large contract extension in the middle of the season.
So why would you turn that money down then?
And that's why I think.
Why would you turn that money down?
That's why I answered your question in the way that I did, where I think it started as he might just have not believed that Nebraska was going to win a whole lot, and now going forward, I think it is more of a business decision on the back end, but I think it started as a personal type of thing, and you can say all you want about the job hunting piece of it. I do think having family here was probably a tie, and Nebraska just it's interesting because there's a lot of people on the text line right now that are no hard feelings to Mike. I blame Rule. Special teams are a third of the team and held up the other 2/3. Mike Eckler is the Signetti of special teams, and you just let him walk out the door. Like, those are the types of texts that we're receiving right now, and it's interesting because I feel like that has been the more majority of the response from the fan base. There's been a lot of people that sit there and say, look, he wanted to coach a position. He's job hopped his entire career. This was just inevitable. But for the most part, I'm noticing through the 3 hours of radio that I did earlier this morning, and then now these two, that the majority of folks are kind of blaming and looking at the head coach going, how'd you allow this to happen? Why did you allow this to happen? And I think there's a lot of people that are sitting there saying, all right, if Matt Rule would have wanted this, he could have gotten it done. And I think that there's just, once again, it's unfortunate, but this is like a notch for a lot of Husker fans in the belt of losing confidence.
Swim, for you to turn down that type of money, to me, this is not a money issue. This is a conflict personally, professionally. There was an impasse that happened. And I'm not saying one crossed the other or this person crossed that person, but there was an issue. And I'm not saying I'm going to speak for myself. If I was on the outside looking in and I am on the board of directors for an organization, where that CEO has to answer to, I'm asking some very tough questions.
Yeah.
If my top sales, bring it into corporate America. If my top sales manager in the country, he's one of the top special teams coaches in the country. If I lose my top sales regional director, manager, what do you want to call it, in the country, and we threw the kitchen sink dang near at him and he still left.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask what's going on in the culture. That's just swim. That's how you look at a business issue. This is a business now, and at a tens of millions of dollar business, I'm going to ask the question, what is going on? What happened that even though we offered him to be the number 1 or number 2 in the country, and they said, nope, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask some questions.
Yeah.
Just me.
Some additional titles, additional responsibility for Mike Eckler, right? Linebackers, according to the report from Matt Zenitz.
I'm going to make room.
Assistant head coach.
I'm going to make room. I'm not saying as much as assistant coach, but what I'm simply saying is, what is it going to take for us to keep you here? Within reason, of course. Obviously, you can't, but a person that good, who has a body of work, a number of guys that are playing on Sundays. You can put it this way. We can say, well, this guy job hops. So do some of your top CEOs.
Yeah.
So do some of your top CEOs. They job hop all the time. You're top, because you know why? They're talented. Now, put it this way. I don't want some guy that's never getting offers from anybody either.
Yeah.
So I will take my chance with someone if they can produce for my organization, even if it's for a year or two. They're going to raise our status. They're going to raise our wins. They're going to cover deficiencies. I'm going to take my chance with that person, even if I get him for a year or two. Nick, without special teams, we probably don't win the Maryland game.
You're right.
We probably don't, and we probably can go to some other ones as well.
You probably don't win the Michigan State game.
Absolutely.
Where you had a blocked punt for a touchdown.
Absolutely. So there are some things that I'm saying, you know what? If I can squeeze 1 year, I'll do it. If I can squeeze 2 years. So I have no problem with him going to place because every place he's been, he's produced.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is. Folks, we'll be back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street, online at doubleeagle.golf.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with a bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G138852 and G16518. 2,500 down with proof credit.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because Get an early start on it. Sit down. The snow's flying. Let's sit around the table. Let's drop some plans. Let's put numbers together. Let's get a budget put together. And let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There you go.
Twilight Zone swim. We are living.
Now I know about it.
Yeah. Twilight Zone was in black and white, and it would come on, I think, on Saturday nights is when it came on. Maybe Friday nights, but I was a little kid, but you wouldn't have known that unless you were watching the Twilight Zone. But Nick was just always thought it was just something that was just so off and just weird and freakish. That's why they call it the Twilight Zone, because it was just so nuts. And that's the day and age we are living in. And I tell you what, man, if you're a junior high coach, you better start watching your players. The high schools, and that's already been going on. High schools, snatching up kids. Swimming is just a very bizarre world that we live in right now. It's just really weird, man. It's just really weird.
Well, AD, Husker Hoops tonight. They faced off against Washington. 8 p.m. is the tip-off time. We will both be in the building tonight against the Washington Huskies. it is odd but refreshing and enjoyable at how confident Husker fans and myself included are, I think, in Nebraska's ability to win tonight.
Swim, I'm confident, but I'm also cautious.
You always are.
I know, man, because you got to play these, which they've been. First of all, Nebraska's been doing a great job at playing in game tight compartments, and I think Fred has done a tremendous job at keeping these guys dialed in at one game at a time. I know it's going to sound very vanilla, but it's the truth. They play in very game tight compartments. They don't put the cart before the horse. They understand and realize that, we got to take a one game at a time approach. I personally think, Nick, that Washington will come out strong.
Oh, yeah.
I personally think Washington will come out strong. Nebraska now is the hunted. Nebraska is now the hunted. And I would say for me, Nick, that has only come into play in about the past 5 games where Nebraska has really said it wasn't like, okay, they're just on a hot streak. You're 8-0. Okay, there's a lot of teams 8-0. Okay, and then with Purdue going down against UCLA. Was it UCLA that beat them? I think it was UCLA.
Purdue lost to UCLA last night.
Nebraska is the only undefeated team in the Big Ten.
That is correct.
Right now, which just sounds, even me just those words coming out of my mouth didn't even sound right. So,
yeah.
Nebraska takes on the Huskies tonight, 8:06 p.m. It's a sold out network. Lincoln High, very own Kevin Kugler will be on the call. Love Coots. Coots does a great job. So we enter this game 18-0. Swim, obviously, it's the best start in program history. Every time they win, we continue to repeat that. They're ranked number 7 in both AP and the coaches poll, highest ranking ever for a Nebraska men's team. A win would give NU its first 8-0 conference start since 1965.
Just keep making history. They are so much fun, man. And PBA is going to be rocking tonight. And I'll do a little shameless plug here. Make sure you tune into the post-game show with Austin Norman immediately following the game, as he'll break everything down. But it is enjoyable, the ride that you're on. AD, I was having this conversation yesterday with Bach about the NCAA tournament and where Nebraska fans should have expectations for the NCAA tournament. Where do you land? Because I don't know which side you'll land on.
Repeat that again.
I was going to.
Okay.
Where do you land? Don't worry. I got you. Where do you land with expectations for Nebraska basketball? Is winning an NCAA tournament game enough? Or should this team's hopes and expectations be for more?
You know what I'm going to do.
Just win a game. Just win one NCAA tournament game.
No, I was going to say I'm concerned about it 8:07 tonight. But because hear me out.
I hate this.
But because
everything's got to be so diplomatic.
For the sake, it's not diplomatic, it's reality.
Yes.
For the sake of the question.
Yes.
Because I'm going to answer that because you asked, and it's hypothetical. What this team has enough talent to go more than just one game.
I agree.
So again, I'm answering this because you asked this to foreshadow a little bit. I do think this team, and it's not what I think. I mean, they've proven that their body of work has shown that, Tim. They have 5 quad 1 wins. Nebraska and Duke, I believe, still only share that same title unless somebody else has hopped in there. But those are the only 2 teams in the nation. Even for me to say Nebraska and Duke in the same breath at the top it still seems like an oxymoron to me to mention Nebraska and Duke at the same time. The reality is this: Nebraska is proven by their body of work through several different rotations of guys in the game, the plus this, plus that, when this guy's in, they've shown it from various ways to get it done, Swim.
Yeah.
And they're a team, and it's something that I personally think is not talked about enough. Their defense just absolutely smothers you. Now, people talk about it, but of course, we're talking about Sandiford, Shoot. We talk about Rank. We talk about the redshirt freshman sensation, Frager. We talked about the floor general, Jamarcus Lawrence, and we could talk about a message, my man Garcia. We can discuss all of those things. The reality is this, Swim. The defense has traveled everywhere they've went. They've been cold at times, but the defense covers a multitude of deficiencies when you were cold one night. I think Nebraska should go at least 2 deep. Since we're talking tournament, Nebraska has the talent, and they've shown that, being one of only 3 teams in the country, Miami, Ohio, Arizona, and of course Nebraska right now, are the only undefeated teams in the country.
So there are I'm doing some research as we talk about this. There are multiple teams that have now 5 quad 1 wins or more.
I figured probably
Just because by
season.
the seasons it went on. Michigan is 5-0. Purdue or Duke is 8-1 in quad 1 games. That's pretty impressive there. But for Nebraska, I am fascinated by this stretch of 4 games coming up. And after tonight, I'm fascinated by the 3 because you have Nebraska will play a quad 2 game tonight against Washington. Then you will play a quad 2 game on the road against Minnesota. Then obviously a quad 1 game against Michigan on the road on Tuesday. And then the following Saturday, I believe is what it is, on February 1st, you host a quad 1 game, against Illinois. So in your next 4 games, these next 2 are quad 2. The next 2 after that are quad 1 opportunities. Then you get a break with a quad 3 against Rutgers, and then back to a home quad 1 opportunity against Purdue. When you look, 3 of your next 6 games are against teams that are ranked in the top 8 of the net. So this is a stretch where Nebraska, I look at it as Jay always loves to talk about the football season as individual chapters.
Right.
I'm going to look at this basketball season, taking history or lack thereof from Nebraska out of it, and looking simply at this stretch of 18 games that Nebraska's already played, and then the remaining 13 or so that they have left in the regular season. And I think I look at it and I go, okay, let's segment it off in terms of like this stretch of 4 games, then this stretch of 4 games. Nebraska got through a really tough stretch when they had to play it was Illinois, Illinois on the road, Wisconsin at home, and then Michigan State at home. That was like a tougher Big Ten start, but maybe not the toughest. Now, in this next stretch of 4 of your next 5 are going to be a little tougher, to where you have Minnesota on the road, Michigan on the road, and then Illinois, Purdue at home. I think you get by Washington relatively easily tonight, just because I don't think this team will allow the wheels to fall off. But we're going to continuously learn a lot about this team from now up until February 10th when they play Purdue.
Swim, have you seen the movie Die Hard?
No.
What?
I have not.
Dude, I think that's more egregious than me not seeing Step Brothers. You have not seen Die Hard?
Well, I never participate in the like Die Hard Christmas movie debacle because I couldn't tell you.
That is a good movie. There is a leading.
There's a lot of good movies that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'm with you. There's a villain in there named Hans. Okay. And Bruce Willis says "Yippee-ki-yay, my brother," but he doesn't say "my brother."
I have seen the scene. I have seen the scene. Yes,
my brother. I cannot say what he said. Yippee-ki-yay, my brother. Hans, but Washington has a guy named Hans too, from Germany. Hans Steinbach. He's 6'11", from Germany. Swim. He concerns me because he's averaging 17 points and 11 rebounds per game, and that's through his first 18. He is going to be an issue. However, we also faced a very tall team in Oregon as well. Wore them down, grinded them out in the grinder. But also some of their impact players and some of their impact transfers was Desmond Claude. Think about Claude. He's their senior guard transfer from USC. Missed their first 4 games this year, but he's dropping 13 points a game. Wesley Yates III, sophomore guard, also from USC. He's averaging a team high in 3-pointers. He's made 23. You got to keep around Wesley Yates III. Komari Peterson, 4-year transfer, leads the team in steals. He will have his hands quick, somewhat like Sam does as well. Bryson Tucker, another impact player. He's a forward, a sophomore, first season of college basketball. He was at Indiana. He's averaging about 6.6 points a game, 4 rebounds. And then you got JJ Mataquit. He is their first-year guard. He's their primary playmaker off the bench. He's probably the first one to come off the bench as far as that goes. Another guy named Lathan Somerville came from Rutgers, and he's averaging about 4 or 5 points a game. But the big guy I'm worried about is Hans and Claude.
Desmond Claude is a guy last year when he was playing for USC, and the Trojans came into Lincoln and won by 5 points. Desmond Claude led the way for USC, 21 points, 6 assists from the point guard position. So I would imagine Nebraska has a little bit better of a plan tonight against Desmond Claude.
I think Washington comes out tough at first, and I think Nebraska ends up wearing them down.
I view this as a very similar feel to the Oregon game, where Nebraska and Oregon are tight for the first maybe 10 minutes of the game,
maybe even the first half,
and then Nebraska just starts hitting shots more often than not, and they're able to kind of turn up the pressure defensively. And you look at the scoreboard and they win by 20 at the end of the game, and you're happy.
I'm looking forward to it. 8:07 is the tip-off from the Vault. Nebraska takes on 10-8.
And if people want to know where you're going to be sitting, where can they find you in the game tonight?
I honestly don't know where my seats are at, man.
Okay.
I'll text you.
I'm sure you will. Well, I'll be able to see you.
I'll text Ben during the break. And
When I walk down the stairs to go get a water from the back, I'm sure, and I walk across the floor, I'll probably see you.
I'll yell, swim!
I'm sure you will.
I love you.
Yep.
We'll be back. It's The Drive.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Clear your calendar. It's a volleyball weekend in Omaha. Love Nebraska returns to Baxter Arena for back-to-back home matches on January 30th and February 1st, facing Love Madison and Love Austin. 2 matches, 2 chances to see your hometown team compete as the season heats up. Featuring Lexi Rodriguez and Jordan Larson taking on the likes of Lauren Carlini and Maddie Skinner, and special moments throughout the weekend. This is your opportunity to catch all the action live. Make it one night or both nights. Get your tickets now at lobbneb.com/tickets.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying. Let's sit around the table. Let's drop some plans. Let's put numbers together. Let's get a budget put together, and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's Cheese Spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday. The sun is
We're
shining.
back on this wonderful Wednesday.
Yes, indeed. So enjoy today's weather, folks.
Enjoy today's weather.
Because tomorrow it's going to be cold.
It's going to be cold.
Are you in tomorrow morning for
I am.
for Jake? Man,
I am.
Jake, thoughts and prayers to Jake that gets well. It's
Yeah.
the weather today, so be praying for Jake for speedy but safe recovery. There's a lot of junk and guck that's going around right now. So Jake, get
There
well
is.
soon, brother. Get well soon. Hopefully that stays isolated to you and not to baby girl and not to mama.
Mhm. She was a little sick last week. So
Gotcha. Take
gotta
care
love
of yourself.
daycares.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Swim, just in case people are joining towards the tail end, announce the latest news. Still trying to process it.
Trey Taylor, Nebraska's quarterback commit for the 2027 class, is transferring to Millard South High School. Normally you don't let these things sit with you.
This one is just so.
Is it?
It's not, but it is. When it just
Oh,
shows
that
you
makes
to
sense.
me that there is a. It's just Twilight Zone-y to me, man. Not even a word, but it is just so bizarre to me where we're at, man.
Yeah.
In sports, it's just I'm just from the guy that I couldn't imagine going to another school. I went to Lincoln High.
Yeah.
I always knew I was going to go to Lincoln High. You knew you were going to Pius.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
You weren't going to say, yeah, I'm going to go move to Colorado.
Yeah.
And it's just because of my age. It's just all bizarre to me.
I will say this, it's not, I don't know. It's probably because your age, right? But I think also for me, I don't know if I am that, I don't want to say appalled, that affected by it, to be fair. I think I look at it and I go, okay, it's the same as Amari Bynum from a couple years ago transferring to a prep school, or Chuck Love Jr. from Lincoln Southwest
definitely
transferring to a
happens.
prep school. I just think that's the case. I think here is why I think it's maybe a little bit more notable. We as Nebraska prep fans and high school fans, I am more surprised to see somebody transferring in rather than transferring out of the state. I'm saying, because we've seen it to where some of the best talent, and it happens more so in high school basketball than we've seen it in football, where the best players from high school basketball in the state will be here first, second year. and then will transfer out to somewhere that they feel like maybe they can maximize college opportunities. Now, this is different because it's going to be a notable player, somebody that Nebraska fans know, high school football fans are aware of, and then to coming into play for a Nebraska prep school. And then also on top of it all, to make it strange, the fact that he's commuting from Lincoln to Omaha is interesting. And the piece that he sent out on Twitter, once again, this is Trey Taylor's words, not ours, about the commuting to Lincoln commuting from Lincoln to Omaha daily, playing football for Millard South, and being in the facility as much as possible at Nebraska, still as a senior in high school, and recruiting and working with that side of things. That is where it's getting a little uncomfortable for me, I think, because AD, I talked about it. We've been in locker rooms. You've been at, more important locker rooms than I have, but like, what are you feeling if you are on Nebraska's roster and you just have like Trey Taylor just always around, or anybody that's not signed and part of the team yet? Maybe the answer is just like, who cares? Suck it up. You're fine.
It's different. And I would say it's different. But for me, during that time, it would have been very awkward. Now, not so much.
Yeah.
Because you guys have guys that are leaving school to start a year, to start a semester early.
Absolutely.
They're starting in January. So for me, it would have been a little different back then because it just didn't happen back then.
Mm-hmm.
Guys didn't go to school that leave to come in January.
Yeah.
Now that's a normal thing. So it would be for them. I don't think it'd be much different for those guys right now.
Yeah.
DPZ, what's happening, brother?
Attitude adjustment. Let me give you this. We all have the ability to change the space that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
We have every opportunity. We don't take it all often.
Mm-hmm.
But on purpose. It's when we become really, really, really good people and the space becomes better.
Mm-hmm.
So changing the space, changing the place and the attitude and the vibe, the temperature of the room, kind of a really cool thing. So, hey, consider the room change. Hold on. You gotta open that one up now. Cause that is right.
Hey, match my outfit too.
Yeah, hey. The Clemente.
That's really cool.
Oh my!
The Clemente vest, the sleeveless.
I might not wear this ever.
No, but
This might get frayed.
right. You see, you understand the difference, the pace in that.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbor Eric Fuentes got a baseball from in Puerto Rico because he lived over there. That's where he's from.
Arriba.
Man, look.
Arriba, Rabe.
That's
In
really
that-
cool.
Change. Hey, not everybody can change the space, but if you can, you probably should. That's what we're gonna say.
That's really cool.
Attaboy, AJ.
I love it, man.
Attaboy.
Appreciate it. Folks, I love that Jose Clemente jersey, number 21, the sleeveless one. He actually, the way that he left it, it goes right into this. The way that he passed was actually swim. It was a plane accident. He was actually doing humanitarian work.
That's right.
When he did, that was his legacy on when he left here. So, folks, it really chimes in perfect to the legacy. And I've been thinking about my dad a lot. A lot of road time on Monday, yesterday, and thinking about how blessed and how fortunate I was that he was my dad. And he left a tremendous legacy to truly love and care on people. And so it was very fitting, because obviously Clemente left a tremendous legacy, obviously a global thing. But I would like to think my dad did too, by the number of people we impact as a result of him
There
in
you go.
those lives. So, Swim, it was a great show. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Folks, we'll ride with you tomorrow.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855